Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to this live event. My name is Solange Jarjour. I'm the Customer Success Manager from Microsoft, covering MEC region. Today, we will speak about how to prepare your virtual classroom. First, we will see how to sign into Office 365 and to install the whole application. Then together, we will create a classroom site and explain how to use a classroom template. We will discover how to add members by several ways. Then we will speak more about what does it mean to have a channel, and we will create a discussion channel together. We will go through the Files tab and see how you can organize your files and folders. We will speak about the usage of assignment and how you can customize your own assignment. And at the end of the day, we will speak how to activate the office hours through the chat tab and Teams. So just a reminder, you will only hear my voice. You cannot interact with us. If you have any question, kindly write it in the Q&A, and always we will check it out and try to answer your questions. So first step is that we will go to any browser. We will type office.com. Once you type office.com, you have to sign in with your QU account. And in this way, you will have this screen in front of you. So what you will see on the screen, these are the apps that we have as Office 365. And in order to have all these applications downloaded on your personal device, all you have to do is to go here to install Office, click on install the software. So in this way, you will have all these applications as an app on your device. Now, the third way is to go and download the application on your phones, whether it is iPhone or Android. You can simply press Microsoft Teams to have the application Microsoft Teams, or also you can download as well an application called Microsoft Office, which will have Word, PowerPoint, Excel, and OneNote embedded with it, along with writing on a PDF. So as you can see, our products runs on any platform, and it's all for free. So once we are there in Office 365, we will start by creating our classroom or our virtual classroom, and that will be using the application Teams. So all you have to do is to press on this icon over here. We are in the window of Microsoft Teams. So now what we have to do is to go to the icon Teams over here and then press on this tab, which has the sign of the two people along with the plus sign. And this is to create your first class team. So press on join or create a team. You will have this window. So what we have in this window, we have two options. Either we create our own team or we join a team with a code. So step one, we will go ahead and we will press on create a team to create our first classroom. Once you click on create a team, you will have four options. So what you are really interested in is the class type option. Why you need the class type option? First of all, when your students are added to this type, they will not be able to leave your classroom, and this is very beneficial for you. Number two, you will have a built-in folder which is called a class material, and this folder is viewable for the student, so it's like read only for them, and you are the only one who can edit the material or the content. On the other hand, we have several tabs like assignment and class notebook. However, if you need to add more than 200 students to your classroom, you will not be able to use the assignment and the class notebook. So here takes us to the next question. What is the maximum capacity for each and every team? The maximum capacity is 5,000 users in each and every team. So you can add 5,000 users. However, they will not be able to use the assignment and the class notebook. So after we selected the class team, this window will open for us. What we have in this window, first of all, we will go and we will write the name of the team. And here be explicit. The engineering department from QU had created a template for you, and they will be sharing with you the code where you can join and you find a template for how to set your classroom. So once you click and you join that template, you can simply click on create a template in here to reuse the template that was done for you. So after you click on create a template, all your teams will appear for you. And here we have a very important question. If this is your first time creating a team, you will not have this option for you. However, when you created your first team, you will have all the teams that were created of the same type, meaning of the type class. So now what we have to do is we will click one of the teams to reuse the things inside. Once I click on the team and then I will press on join a team, I will have this window. So next to the copy, I will remove the copy and I will customize it the way I need. And then I will select what I need to copy exactly from that team. So I need the tabs, I need the team settings, and I need the application that I added. So once all of this is done, I will click on create. Now, this is the second window where it is asking me to input the student that will be part of my team. So we will have the student tab and we will have teachers tab. Why you will need the teacher tab? For example, if you have any assistant professor that helps you in the physical classroom, you might add them here so that they can as well assist you in this virtual classroom. Now, for adding the student, we have three types of addition. First one is over here where I'm searching for the name of the student and I will press on add. The second way, if I have a list of their emails, so I can copy paste their emails to this tab over here, unfortunately one by one. So once I copy the emails and I will press add, they will be added automatically to my team. The second way is to create a team code. So, or create a link. So now we will go through how to create a link for the invitation. So all you have to do once you are set in your classroom, you will go to the name of the classroom, and this is the template that they share it with us, that you have to write the code of the course, the subject, and the semester. Then you will click on the three dots over here, and this list will appear for you. So what you will have in the list, we will click on Get Link to the Team. So once we click on Get Link to the Team, we will have the link in this way. All we have to do is to press on copy and share it with our student. So you can share it with your student via SMS, email, or any kind of communication. So what the student has to do, the student has to enter that link to a URL after they are signed into Microsoft Teams, and it will give them this like window over here. So what they have to do is to press on the word join. So what this will do, it will send for you a request that your students are trying to join your team. After having this request sent to you, you need to approve them. And this is very nice way if you want to make sure that only your students are like joining your team. So what you will do, you will go one more time to the name of the course or the team. You will click on the three dots. And then you will get this window over here where you will have something called pending request. Under pending requests, you will see the list of the students that ask to join your team. All you have to do is accept. So way we finished two types of joining a team, by entering the email and by sharing a link. Now we will see together how to create a code. So one more time, we will go to the name of the team, click on the three dots and click on Manage Team. When we click on Manage Team, this time we will select the word Settings. Under the word Setting, we will have something called Team Code, and then we will have this Generate. When you press the Generate, you will have numbers, which is the code of your team, and here also you can share it in any way, either email or SMS. Now the question, how the student can benefit from this code. So the student will log into the Microsoft Teams, they will click on Teams icon, and then they will have this page over here where they will enter their code. And when they enter their code, they will be automatically accepted to your team. So what is the difference between link invitation and code? In the link invitation, you have to accept the request. In the code, they will go simply into your team. So this is how we created the team and how we added the student in 3 different ways. Now we will go into deep usage of how we can send an advertisement and to deal with something called channels in the team. So under the word A, I will click in this space, and then rather than selecting a new conversation, I will have a new announcement. I can customize it the way I need by choosing any image from the templates, and then I will press done. And here I can write, for example, this is your first material in any language. You can write in Arabic, you can write in English, any language that you need. So we have to put also the header of the announcement, and we can customize any message for the student. So from the bar down here, you can add anything that comes to your mind. What we will do now, we will use the attach to upload a document for the student. So you select any document from the download and you upload it to your announcement. While it is being uploaded, you can format the message that you have, and then you will send it when you press on this icon over here. Okay. Now, as you can see, it is an announcement. So what will happen is that students will go ahead and write a lot of messages. So now we will press on the general and we will customize the permission. How we will customize the permission? When you select a channel setting, you will have the word permission, and rather than selecting anyone can post the message, you will say only owners can post the message. What does it mean? It means that only you as the owner of this group can post the messages. Now, the important question over here, how can I interact with my student if I make, if I disable them from writing in the general post? So this is why we can create as much as channels as we need in order to better organize our workflow. So now we will create a channel and we will call it discussion. Always go to the 3 dots, add a channel, and you can write the name of the channel. And then you will press add. So in this way, you will have a space for the student to ask questions, to upload files, or to do any sort of collaboration with you as a professor. And you kept the general for your announcement and sharing of the documentation. So After we figured out how to organize that team by adding several channels, now we will see how we can also organize the files and the material that we are sharing with our students. Once I uploaded any file, if I go to the tab Files, I will find it automatically added there. And also I will have another folder which is called Class Material, or in Arabic مواد والفئات. This one is read only for the student and can be editable by the teacher. So in here, I will try to create 2 folders, and each folder will be for different type of material. So this is for the training material, for example, and another folder will be created for some extraordinary or extracurriculum material. Again, in each folder, you can create subfolders, and in this way, you can organize your work and your material within the tab Files. The good thing about it is that it is read only by the students, so they cannot change anything within your material. Now we will go and we will see how to create an assessment for the student or an assignment. We have 2 types of assignment. We have something called the quiz, where the assignment will be auto-graded. And we have another one called assessment, and this is where I can upload any kind of file, and the student can interact with that kind of file. And we will share now a PDF file, and we will see how students can write on that PDF file. And then we will see also how to add something called a rubric, where you are putting the criteria for the success in the project, and the student will benefit from this one. Also, we have something very important, which is scheduling the assessment. Let's say that now or an idea came to my mind and I need to create an assignment, but I don't need to send it for the student now. So I can schedule it to be sent on a specific date and timing. So let's get started. How to start with the assignment. As you can see, we have here the assignment tab. So we will click on the assignment tab, and if this is your first time to create the assignment, this page will appear for you. All you have to do is to click on Get Started. When I click on Get Started, I will have this page over here. What is in this page? So once I create on click, as we said, we have 2 different. This one over here, which is from existing. This one, if this is your first time, it will be empty. But once you start building up your assignment, you can click on from existing and start reusing your assignments. Also, you can reuse assignment from different teams. So for example, if you have a team, section A, section B, section C, you can still use this from existing and reuse the assignment. What we will do right now is that we will create an assignment of type quiz. That's why I will click on the icon quiz. Once I click on the assignment quiz, I will have this image over here. What are these? These are the forms or the quizzes that I created using Microsoft Forms. If you are familiar with Google Forms, it's very similar. And if you use a Microsoft Form for survey, it's very similar when it comes to create a quiz. So if you already created the quiz, you can use it from the list over here. If you want to build a new one, you will click on the word new form. Once we clicked on new form, this image will appear for you. So pay attention here. We said that if you are building a survey, you will select new form. But if you want to select a quiz or to create a quiz, you have to click on a new quiz. What is the difference between these two? The only difference is that when you click on new quiz, you will have a place where you will select the right choice. However, for a survey, we don't have a correct choice. That's why we have two different tabs. So now I will click on a new quiz and I will start creating my quiz. First of all, I will write the title. For example, in here we write Riyadiyat. It also can be customized in any language. I selected the choice and now I will pick math. Why I started with the math? This is very nice for you if you have any equation that you want to build because we have some sort of artificial intelligence. So let's say I have this equation. Once I click OK, this is the artificial intelligence where it is suggesting for you choices and giving for you the correct choice. All I have to do is press on add all and my question is done. Don't forget to put the points in order to be calculated. If you want to add a new, also the artificial intelligence will give you more suggestions about the same concept, which was x plus y. But here, since you are teaching like high level of equation, it can take like decimals, integrations, any kind of equations that comes to your mind. In here also we have another way of doing the quiz. So this is like you want to build it without the usage of artificial intelligence. So if you simply have this question on a word, you can simply copy paste the question, copy paste the options as you can see in here, and then when you have the correct answer you will click on the choice and simply you will select the tick which means correct answer. So as you can see here, this is a multiple answer. What does it mean to have a multiple answer? Means two choices are correct. So if you don't need multiple answers, you can disable it. And if you need, you enable it. This is all about how to create a form. We can have more questions on this. So if any questions come to your mind, kindly put it in the Q&A. At the end of this session, I will go and read all your questions and try to reply them one by one. And also we are planning to have another discussion or another meeting where we can have a live discussion with you. So if you are interested, just let us know. Now I will go back to the assignment and in here I will select the form which I just created, which was engineering, and it will give me the date as well, which is today, and I'll click on next. Once I click on next, as you can see, everything is written for me. So it is taking the title that I just wrote. It uploaded the form that I created. It took the points from the form. That is only one question, so it's only 1 point. And now I can assign it to the whole classroom, or simply I can click on all student and select the specific student. So as you can see, when I clicked on the student, I will have a list of the students, so I can pick the student that I need. Remember that you cannot use both of these together. You either can send it to the whole classroom or simply select a group of students. And this is very nice to select a group of students when you have different type of exams for the same classroom. So for example, if you prepared 3 sets, so you can prepare 3 different forms, and each group you will assign for them the different set that you have. So now we will discuss the second type, which is we sometimes call it like an essay writing, or it is like any sort of assignment. So what we have to do, again from create, we will click on create and then we will click on the word assignment. This time, everything will be empty. So you have to customize anything that you need. You will start by the title. So we will make it like a demo assignment. and then I will write the title, for example, engineering. I will add resources. So in here, you can add any kind of resource that comes to your mind, or simply you can upload it from your device. We will upload a PDF and a Word document just to show you how we can like work on both. If you have a link, if you have any source, you can add it in here. Don't forget to change this setting. So student edit their own copy. Without editing this, student will not be able to edit the word as an assignment. Now it's time to add the rubric. What does it mean, a rubric? You know well what does it mean, a rubric, because you have a lot of rubrics for the projects of the student. So if you have one, you can upload it. If you don't have one, you can simply customize it as we are doing in here. So you select the criteria, you select what type of points you need to put, and you will add, by clicking here on this icon, you will add more questions. So as much as you are adding the questions, this percentage over here is being divided accordingly. Now I am ready. I have everything set up. All I have to do is to press on assign. Okay, here I'm showing you one more time how to send for specific student. This is another idea, which is scheduling the assessment. Like we said, we can customize the assignment to be sent in the future time. So you will select the date and you will select the time, and always make sure to select a future time. It's giving me that it is the same timing. We have two different things, due date and close date. After the close date, it's telling you that late hand-ins will not be allowed. Now we will schedule it so that this assignment will be available for the student during the timing that we specified. Now that we finished from the teacher side, we will go to the student side to see how they will be able to solve the assignment of type quiz and assessment. So for the time forms or quiz, they will always receive it in the activity. They will click on the form and all the form will be there for them. So this is just an example for you to see that any kind of equation is supported within Microsoft Forms, so you can use it. And also, you can have any question that has to enter a text. Once the student finishes, they will press submit, and now they will be able also to see their result. Oh, we get 0 out of 5, and we can see why we get that result. Once we press close, as you can see, we have several animations that come just to motivate the student that they finish from this kind of assignment. Now we will go in a real demo, me and you, to show you how to solve the assignment of type assessment. So I'm in here. In here on the Google, I logged in with the account of the student. So in the account of the student, what I can do, I will go to the activity to see what are the assignment that was sent to me, or simply I can go to the tab assignment in here and I can see the upcoming assignments. So we will go and we will try to solve, for example, this one over here. And in this one, as we saw previously, we have the rubric, we have the points. If I press on the rubric, I can see what are the criteria of success, as we mentioned before. We simply didn't put any criteria, but for you, you can customize it the way that you need. And then in here, I have two different type of assignments. I have the Word, where I'll click on the 3 dots over here, and I will press on Open in Teams. Why Open in Teams? So I don't need to download it and then upload it. I can simply edited within Teams. So this is the file that I have. I click here, edit in browser, so that I can start editing this document. So here I can write, for example, Solange, my question. So this is an image. That's why I will show you how to use the PDF in order to write on the image. In Word, we cannot simply write on the image. However, we can use something very nice, which is the dictate. What is the dictate? Dictate, it will listen. Good morning. How are you today? I hope you are enjoying the session. So here it will tell you what it will take your voice and it will change it to text. Okay. And from the question mark, you can see what you can do over here. And the settings, you can select your spoken language. These are the languages that are supported in the Word document. These are very nice if you are writing an essay. So simply you can speak and it will write for you. So this is the Word document. Once you finish, all you have to do is to click on close. And in this way, it will be automatically saved. Now, the second one, which is the PDF. For the PDF, I cannot open it within a team. I have to download it, or even though I have it open in Team, but I cannot edit it within Teams. So I have to download it. Once you click on download, it will be available in your documents under the tab downloads. So in here, I can find that I have this PDF. I have to click on the PDF in order to start writing on it. So what I can do in here, if you are opening the PDF from our new browser, so this is our new browser, which is the Microsoft Edge Chromium, you will find out that we have the draw and the erase. So if I click on the draw from here, what I will do, I can start writing. So my name is Solange. This is my number. This is my serial. Anything. So I will solve this one. I can solve it down here. Solve blah blah blah, whatever I need. And then when I finish, I can simply come here and write 1G, 2G, draw in this way. Do whatever I need, click like this, click like that. Oh, I made a mistake. I will go to the eraser and erase it until I will make it perfectly right. So this is very nice way if you have if you have an assignment that requires writing. So it's good to change it as PDF and to send it to the student and ask them to download this new browser from Microsoft, which is Microsoft Edge Chromium. So now that they finish, what they can do is that they can click here on the save button and they will change it into final homework, for example, and we will save it. So I will close this page and I will go back to the student interface. So for the Word, it is automatically saved, as we said, no need to upload. However, for the PDF, I need to download and then I need to upload as well. Sorry for the internet. Okay, so from here, I can upload from the device and I can go to the downloads where I saved it. Here it is, final homework. I will open it and I will share it with my teacher. So once it's uploaded, I will click on done. For the forms, I didn't have to press anything, whereas for the assessment, as a student, I can press on turn in to submit my work. Again, very nice animation for the student. Now, I will go to the teacher perspective to see how this teacher will interact with these types of assessment. So on the Google, I have the account of the student, and on the Edge Chromium, I have the account of the teacher. Now I can go refresh it. I'm still in the assignment tab. Okay, as you can see here, in the assignment tab here, it's telling me that 1 out of 2 students handed in this assignment. So this is the number here is the number of students, and this number over here is the number of people who handed in. For these two, I have 0 students who handed the assignment. Let me click on this assignment to see who handed in. So this is the student. He handed in the assignment. I'll click on his name, and as you can see, I have here the work of the student of the type PDF, this is the one, and here of the type form, sorry, of the type Word. So again, this is the work of the student. So I will go to the PDF one. And now I have to start evaluating the student. So I'll press on the word rubric, engineering, and I'll start having the questions and the criteria here. So for example, in question number 1, he has to solve this equation. He barely solved it. So I will give him 2 points. Once I select the points, you can see here that the total calculation is being calculated for the teacher. Now I need to give feedback for the student, write more steps, for example. I will go to question number 2, where he has, for example, to put the IG or the imaginary numbers, and he did it correct. I can write for him, good job. So I'm putting the criteria, and also I'm giving feedback for each and every question. Then I will go and select the third question, where he has to write or draw this one over here. He did it good, but like have better line, for example. I'm just coming up with feedback from my mind, just to show you how you can give feedback for each and every question. Now I'll press on done, and as you can see, his mark was totaled over here over 100. So I'll press on close. So this student have his mark over here. I can also give him a feedback, a general give feedback, like practice more, or read the book page, I don't know what, or come and see me during our office hours, anything that comes to your mind. And then after you select the student, you have to press on the word return in order to send it for the student. Now let's go and see how the student will check this one. We will, as you can see here in the activity, it's telling us that the assignment, which is engineering, was returned. So I'll click on this message over here, and it will take me to the assignment. I can see my grade. I can see the feedback that the teacher put over here. And if I need to know more why I took this mark, I click on the rubric, and I can see that question number 1, it was fair, and I have the feedback. Question number 2, it was excellent, good job. Question number 3, I have to have a better line. So in this way, the student is fine with his grade and with the points, so he is happy about the assignment. Okay, let us check the second one. Maybe I did it in the other. Okay, so after we have this assignment, we are wondering about the grades. So how to get the grades? You can simply click here on the tab called grades. And in this tab, it will give you like a summary of all the assignments that were done in this, for example, in this team. So as you can see, you will have it per student, and you will have it per like assignment. And also you can export it to Excel sheet and have the totals like in here in the form of an Excel sheet. As you can see, you will have the first name, last name, the email of the student, the name, of the assignment and how much they took. So in here, let us just maximize it in a way just for you to see if they took points. So for this assignment, no points were there, but for this assignment, we put 75. So in this way, you are collecting all the feedbacks as well and the points for each and every student. You will say that this requires a lot of work, so we need something that is ready. Yeah, you can have something ready by clicking on the plus sign over here and downloading an app called Insight. So this application, which is called Insight, it will give you some analysis. So I'll click on it and add it to my team. What are the analysis that or the insights that it is giving to me? So remember that this insight is only for the teacher. Student will not see anything from this insight. That's why they recommend that don't post it in the channel tab, means in the post. So I will remove it from the post and I will click on save. I would like to remind you, any question, please write it in the Q&A, and we will come to the questions at the end of the session. So this is the insight. It will give you several analysis as we mentioned at the beginning. The first one is the digital activity. We can take it now as a virtual attendance. So for example, I can see that I have 50% activity, meaning 1 out of 2 students was active, whereas the other one is not active. So I can see that this person was active today at 12 o'clock. So when I click like this, I can see that this student viewed the tabs, viewed the engineering assignment, and he edited the example problem. And in here, he edited another problem. So I can see his activity. And we are asking to have an Excel sheet here to download this activity per day, per week, or even per month. Okay. And also you can select a specific day if you want to check the activity of that student on that specific day. Number 2 is the average grade, and why I have 0. This is very important. Although I returned the assessment for one of the students, you should return the assessment for all the students in order to start having some kind of analysis in here, where you can have the average of all the assignment and the average per one of the assignment. Now, again, we cannot see anything because the assignment is not returned for the whole student. Another thing we can show you here, on-time assignment, meaning if the student submitted his work on time, average time for the feedback. This is for me as a teacher, how much I took to give a feedback. Communication and activity. This is to show who is active and when they were active. And since we said that we have different channels, also I can check the channels and I can check the analysis per channel. So this is all for the how to set a virtual classroom and to do asynchronous teaching. It's not at the same time, so the student, you are posting the announcement in here. You are putting files in the tabs files. You are using the assignment to send work for the student, and you are following up with them and with their activity using the Insight. Now it's time to set something that is virtual, physical with the student, where you need really to see and interact with the student. So now we will go to the calendar, because this is the best way of setting the the virtual meeting. I will click on the calendar, and in here I will go to something called new meeting. So what you will do here is you will replicate your schedule. So for example, if you meet the class, which is Calculus 1, so I have this tab over here where I can add specific people. And I have this tab here where I can add all the members of that team. So if you have any visitor from outside your classroom, you will benefit from this one. So you can add any guests. For example, if you need your student to interact with an engineer outside the Kuwait University, you can add them here. But for specifically for interacting with your own student, you will go to this tab over here and you will see all the teams that you are part of. Let's go to this team. And in each team, as we mentioned, we have channels. So you can select to put it in the general or in the other one. So I recommend to keep it in the general because student will not post, so it will be appearing over there. And after you select this, you can manage to have it repeated. So you don't need to go each and every time to the calendar and to set this meeting with your student. This is repeated. So you will come to this tab over here and you will set as a customize. So for example, this is starting today. It will be repeated, like for example, every 2 days. It's not every 3 days, and it will end. For example, it will end next week or at the end of the semester. So this way you can customize the occurrence. So it occurs every 2 days, and this is like MWF or TTH. This is the way that I used to have at university. I don't know how you have it right now, but this customize will help you to customize the way you need it to be repeated. And when you finish this customization, you will press on the word save. In this way, your meeting is ready. Your audience, once you click here on the send, will receive a message or an email telling them that you invited them for this meeting. This is number one, so they will receive an email. Number two, whenever they open their calendar, they will find out that they have it, like here, they have it in their calendar. So all they have to do is to click and join. Number three, when it is set it up, I will show you, it will appear in the team that you set it with the student. So this join will appear in 3 ways, in the email, in the calendar, in the Teams calendar, and in the Outlook calendar at the same time, and as well in the Teams meeting. It's taking some time. Okay, so this is for the setting. However, some of the teachers or doctors tried using this method with their student and find out that some students are playing around. In what sense? So some students are recording for the teacher without their knowledge. Some students are stopping the sharing from the teacher and have it for them without the knowledge of the teacher. Some students are muting others, and as well, when you mute all, you are muting the teacher as well. So all these things are settings that is bothering the doctors. So how to set this up? After you have it set, you will click one more time on that meeting, and you will go now to this option over here, which is called meeting options. So when you click on the meeting options, we will find a way to stop the student from disturbing you. And that is by going here to who can present, and instead of everyone, you will put only me. So when you put only me presenting, this means that when the students are joining your team, they will be joining as attendee. So number one, they will not have the recording option. It will be disabled for them. Number two, they cannot share the screen. It will be disabled for them. Number three, they will not see mute all. They can simply mute or unmute themselves only. Okay, so these are all the options that you can do. And since this meeting is reconcurrent, so once you set the meeting options once, it will be applicable on all the other meetings. Now here we have something nice. who can bypass the lobby. For example, if you are inviting someone outside the QU University and they are logging in using their like personal account, you can put them to wait in the lobby until you admit them. Or you can simply select no one can wait in the lobby, everyone will be able to join the meeting. And here we have something nice as well, which is announce when callers join or leave. And if you enable it before the joiners arrive, it will say that this person arrived. So all you have to do is now to press save, and your meeting is ready to go. So this is the way I will close it. I will go back to my team. I will go back to the general tab, and you can see that that post was here. Okay, so as a teacher and as a student, I will go to the team and I can join from here, or as we said, from the calendar. So let's say I'm joining from here. I will click on the invite and I will click on join. So here you can set up your camera and your mic before joining. So you can disable it before you even join the meeting. Now you are ready. You set up the camera and the audio. You will click on join. Now you are within the meeting. To check the participants or your student, you will click on this icon over here. And in this way, you can see who is within your meeting. And as you can see, at any time, it's not set there, but at any time they will be here as attendee. You can click on the three dots and you can make them as presenter if they want to share their screen. So this is number one, where I'm checking my student who is on, who is not. And what will come soon, very soon, you will see over here something like an arrow. When you click on that arrow, you will have the attendees list. What does it mean? It will give you the list of the student that joined, their email address, the time they joined, and the time they left. So you can, in this way, check how much they were in your classroom. This will be released very, very soon to your tenant. Now, if you want to chat with your student, you can click here on this chat over here, and you can start writing anything. Hello. You can customize like we did there, so you can do a formatting. You can make add a link, add a code, insert a table, whatever you need. You can also attach a document and ask your student to write any interact on that document, and you can see that your student are interacting while you are in the call. Let us close it for now. Okay. Okay, what else you can do in the chat? You can also in the chat, for example, if you want to ask them a question with multiple choice, you can click one more time here on the three dots, and you can ask any of these applications to be within your meeting. If you are familiar, for example, with Quizlet, you can use Quizlet. You can use Poly for any survey. You can use also Microsoft Forms. So I will click on Forms. And in the form, I will write here, did you enjoy this session? And again, the artificial intelligence is giving me options. I will have it. I will press on next. This is the way it will look, the poll. I will send it. And now my student can select, and I can automatically see the result. So anyone, when they select any option and they submit, you will see here the percentage of that choice. So in this way, if it is like a pop-up question, you can see if your student understand what you are saying, yes or no. And if you want to praise someone, also we have here a card called praise. For example, one of the students is really doing an amazing job by assisting others, anything, you can simply write their name and you can customize a thank you message for these students. You will preview it and then you will send it. So as you can see, it's not only a video call, you can interact the way you need with your students. Again, you are the only one who will record. So if you press on the three dots over here, you can record the session. I don't have it here. Okay, start recording. And the good thing about it is that it will record and it will be saved in the stream. And then it will be shown automatically under the meeting. So you don't need to download and upload the recording for the student. You can also, if you have your video on, you can customize your background by putting some pictures, by putting some nice pictures. And for sure, you need to share your screen or share a PowerPoint. So I'll click on here in order to share. So once you click on this, you will share your desktop. If you want to include audio, you will have an option here where you will press on include the audio, and then you will start sharing your screen. And always to have the best scenario in the meeting, advise your student to join the meeting on their laptops, because sometimes on the mobile the PowerPoint will not be shown in a good way. So if they join on the laptop, advise them as well not to use the browser but to use the application itself. So now that we are within this presentation, I can close it and I will go back to the PowerPoint where I started. I have this PowerPoint. I will click on the slideshow from here. You saw that I was using like a highlighter. So once you are in the slideshow mode, you will find over here this pen. As you can see, if you click on it, you will find the laser pointer. So when I click on the laser pointer, it will help me to take the student within the assignment. As you can see, what else we have? We have in the same pen, we have like a pen. So in the pen, I can write on the screen. Okay, and then I will go back to the pen and I can erase it. I can do any kind of annotation, or simply I can highlight, and when I highlight, I can click here the color that I need. So pay attention for the correction of the assessment. And when you want to end the show, you'll click on the three dots from here and click on end show. Here it will ask you whether you want to keep the annotation or you want to discard it. So I will say discard because it's everything is saved within that call. You can simply close it, go to any website as I'm doing right now, and start sharing with your audience. So when you finish, all you have to do, click on the three dots one more time and say stop recording. And you have to wait from 5 till 10 minutes, depending on the size of the video recording that you did, and your recording will be available in the chat. So once you finish, you will click on the three dots and you have to press on this one over here. Why? Because if you simply left the meeting, your student will be there in the room and they can chat and do whatever they need on their own. In order to end the meeting for everyone, click one more time on the three dots and go and press on end meeting. This way, it will tell you that this will end the meeting for everyone. Simply click on end, and in this way, you finished your meeting. dismiss this one. If you want, you can rate it. Now, everything that happened within that chat, it will be found over here. So I click like this and I can see everything that happened within that chat. And once the recording is available, you will find it over here. Now it's telling me that it is being recorded to the Microsoft Stream, and it will be available for everyone to go back to it and to check it anytime they need. So this is for the team meeting. The final point for today, before I will go and check your question, is that office hours. So now everyone is working from home and I need to be available for the student. How I will do this? Simply, I will click on the chat from here. So this chat is like one-to-one chat. And from this chat, I will click on the pen from here. And I can search for any student in my classroom. So for example, I need to ask Zaid why he was late. I click on enter and I can start communicating with Zaid. If I need to have something urgent where it will snooze, then I will go to this exclamation mark over here and I will select it as urgent. Urgent messages means the one who is notified will keep on receiving these notifications every 2 minutes for 20 minutes. Okay? And this is all for sure. I will not use it for anything. I will use it only if this is the deadline and I need Zaid to submit his work. So I will tell him, submit your work as soon as possible. Okay? So once this student saw this message, it will stop notifying him. So this notification will be snoozing only because the student didn't read the message. So in this way, you make sure that the student is really alerted with you. Okay, so this is all. I will go back to check if you have any questions. I can see that we have 6 questions. Let's go and try to answer them. How can I give multiple versions of a class to the same class? You mean you have multiple assessment, correct? So let me show you this. I will repeat it for you. I will go to the teacher site. I will go back to the teams and I will go to the assignment. So in the assignment, first of all, I will make sure that in the forms, I created 3 different versions or 3 different sets. I can know about the sets maybe from the naming. I can write here A and in the other set B, anything that I can use to differentiate. And then when I go back to the assignment, when I click on create, I'll click on quiz. I will select, for example, the set A, for example, engineering set A. Next, rather than sending this assignment for the whole student, for like this here, assigned for the whole classroom, I will go and pick the student that I need them to do this assignment. So in this way, I'm preparing 3 sets, and for each set, I know the student that I'm selecting. Okay. How can I give multiple versions? Okay, so this is the same question, I guess. Version of a quiz to the same class. This is what we answered. Okay. If we need to demonstrate live another software, can we yeah, for sure. So what you have to do is to minimize your page, which we have the Teams in it, and you can open any software that you need. Okay. Can we set a default for all meetings? For example, who can present only me rather than go to individual meetings? Correct. So if you make it the way I did it, like set it to be a series type of events, if you set the who can present to only me in one of them, it will reflect on the other series. So if you make it like to reoccur, whatever you do in one of them will be reflected on the others. How can I delete a recording and also how can I save them in one folder? Okay, so this has to do with Stream. Let me go to Microsoft Stream to answer your question about the recording. I will go back to the account of the teacher. Now, the Stream is not in Teams. You have to go to Microsoft Office Home, the first page that we started. And now we have to click on something called Stream. And in the Stream, you will have all the sessions or all the recording that you already have. So you will go to My Videos in here. And as you can see under My Videos, I will have, for example, this is the recording that just was created in this session. So what I will have to do is simply on the three dots and I can press on delete. So this is the way how to delete a recording. Now, if you want to add it as a file to the team, you will go here on add to the group and you will select under my groups, you will select here the group, for example, class or whatsoever. You will type the name of the team. Code maybe. Yeah, so this is the team. I will select the team and I will click save. When you do this, so what I did, I click here on add to group or channel. And then I selected the team by just writing the name of the team. Okay, for example, Sinag, this is another one. So it will say that display. Display means they will see it. They will be able to see it. And I will click on save. Now we have to wait some time. This like video will be available in the files. So this video will be available in the files. After the recording the meeting, can students download it? Yes, they can download it. For office hours, how will a student or a group of students initiate a chat with me? So simply from the chat, let me go to the chat one more time. In the general, from the chat, what they will do, this group of students, they will click on this pen over here and they will write your name. So for me, I will write, for example, this name of the teacher that I need to interact. So here, I can start speaking with the teacher. I can make a video call. I can make audio call. For example, if me and my friends needs to speak with the teacher, so here I can add people and I can add another person to this. I can add another person, as you can see. So now we are a group of people chatting together, maybe making audio call, video call. And the good thing here in the chat, I can simply add as much I need up to 100%. So in the chat, I can add up to 100%. How did you switch to student interface? Simply, I'm logging in from Google on student interface and another browser I'm using for the teacher interface. So I'm using two different browsers. And to do this meeting, I'm using my team application. Is there a way to post a video YouTube, for example, and know which student watched it and which did not? So this is nice question for the video. So simply, if you go to the forms, Microsoft Forms, in the Microsoft Forms, you can embed any video. So let me open in YouTube to get for you a link for that video. So in the form, I will go to the quiz, for example. Here I will write, for example, video, and I can have some examples on the video. So I can put the video here, no, here only images. I will add a question, add choice, and here you will see an image. So you'll click on the image and simply you can go to the video. It is asking for a URL. So either you can put the stream or you can put the URL of the video. So let me take any URL from here, for example, brainstorming. Okay, so let's say that this is a brainstorming. I will go back to the form and I will put, okay, okay. So what I did, I put the URL of the video. So this video will be showcased within the forms. I can simply put one question. So here I can put good, or I like it, I didn't like it. Okay. I can simply put it like it is, or simply add a question. So what is brainstorming? Okay, and I can write here option, it's brain, it's storming, anything. I'm just showing you how to have it. What I did here, I put the video and I put a question. So let me preview it as a student. So the student will come here, will play the video. Okay, we'll stop, word, brain, submit. Okay, so this is the student. For you, as a professor, you will go to the responses and you will see the average time completed. So you will review the answers and here you will have the time spent per each student. So for example, if this video is like 5 minutes and the student just saw 0.014, it means he didn't see the whole video. So this is a workaround. And coming soon, they will have some kind of analysis on the files and on the tabs to see how much time was spent for each and every video. Okay. Can we shuffle the questions for a quiz and shuffle the answers? Yes, we can. So student will have different order, but the same question for all. Yeah, we can. Let me show you. So since we are in the forms, I will go back from the preview. How to shuffle the answers. Simply in each question, you will go here to the three dots and you will select shuffle options, so it will shuffle them. And for shuffling the questions, you will go to the settings, the three dots from here, and then settings, and then you will go here to shuffle the questions, and it will ask you whether you need to shuffle all questions or you need to lock some questions. Okay, I really enjoyed your questions. If you have any other questions, please go ahead. I will wait for seconds. If I don't find any questions from here, I will end the session and it will be also available to be recorded once we download it. So once I finish, this same event will be replayed for you. So you will have like the next hour to replay it. And then after the replay, I will download the recording and I will upload it to YouTube in order to share it with you. Okay, so I can see that you don't have any question. Thank you for your time. I can see that we have a bunch of attendees. Please feel free to reach out to the team from QU who organized this event. And also, as I mentioned, we are more than happy to host more events that can answer your questions. Thank you for your time. Have a good day. Bye.